What's up, guys? I'm having some big time technical difficulties out here. You guys see me and hear me? Can everyone see me out here? Not sure if this is working. Having some issues. Sorry, my hair is all fucked up. What's up, guys? Can you see me and hear me? Give me like a thumbs up or like a yes or something. It's cold out here. What's up, Justin? Sorry, I was having some technical difficulties. YouTube wasn't working, my phone wasn't working. It looks sunny as hell here, and it is sunny as hell, but god damn it, is it cold. So cold. There's so much wind, man. What's up, Cash? What's up, Dino? James, what's up, man? James, what's gonna cost you to fly to Jersey and cut my hair, bro? Where can you get a beard like this? Be stuck in quarantine in New Jersey, the epicenter of fucking coronavirus. My hair is a mess. My friend Dan is a doctor, right? He's a doctor of like medicine and he's like a surgeon or some shit. And this motherfucker is getting drunk and cutting all of our hairs. So it's come to the point where I'm gonna let a drunken doctor cut my hair. Alex got that Taliban look. Yeah. Before people used to call me homeless. Now the beard is so long they call me a fucking terrorist. It is cold, man. What's up, Tosh? I hate this weather. But I'm stuck at home, man. I am stuck at home, and even going outside when it's freezing is worth it to me, man. What's up, Luke? First time here. Guys, we're going to give it about 2 or 3 minutes today until we start. Waiting for all the late people to get in here. What's up, David? A lot of people always show up 10 minutes late. I have no idea how. I don't know, whatever. I hate when people are not punctual. I hate that. I hate when people are late. I hate when people are not fucking punctual. I always am on time and sometimes early. So that's one of my pet peeves in case anyone gives a shit. So if you ever have a meeting with me or you ever want to talk to me, if you're fucking 5 minutes late, I don't give a shit. We're not fucking working together. Giving it about a few minutes to start. What's up, guys? What's up? What's up, Victor? This beard is outrageous, man. Outrageous. Hope everyone had a good 420. What's up, Bao? Gonna give it maybe about 1 or 2 more minutes and then we're gonna start. I'm telling you, man, I don't know what the fuck this neighbor does, but this motherfucker always has a new Range Rover every goddamn day outside his house. Yeah, Bao's been feeling a little bit sick, guys, so I've been picking it up and trying to do more recaps. Um, what's up, Ricky? James? Corey, what's up, man? Hey, Alex, have you decided what punishment will be for screwing up your strategy? I actually did. If you watched the last video, I said that if I break a rule, I'm not allowed to have steak or chocolate cake for the week. If you know anything about me, you know that I am addicted to steak and I love sweets. So getting rid of that is enough punishment. Whereas if Bao starts breaking his rules, I'm going to tell that motherfucker that he's not allowed to trade the next day. And if I tell him that, he will never break another rule in his entire life. All right, so let me clean up the lens and then let me get started. All right, what's up, guys? So today is Wednesday. I usually do recaps every Monday. I did one this week, but there was a lot of good lessons today. So I wanted to kind of get on here again and kind of recap my trades for the day and talk about a lot of stuff. A couple house cleaning things I want to talk about before we start is number one, Tosh hosts a new member webinar every single Wednesday at 2 p.m. We hand out a link to the Zoom webinar and we post it on YouTube as well. So at 2 p.m. market time, either go onto YouTube, our YouTube channel, or check our Twitter for the links to the new member webinar today. This is kind of a walkthrough of MIC. This is a walkthrough of the Slack channel. It is a walkthrough of everything that you need to know about the room. Number two is if you are brand new to trading or you have any questions about trading, man, this is the best time to get into it, man. This is the best. Like I've been saying it nonstop every single day for the past month that every single day we've been having unreal opportunity in the stock market. Usually what ends up happening is we have about one trade a day or one play a day. That's the big money play. Lately in this market, we are getting about 5 brand new plays every single day. We are getting so much action every single day. If you fuck up on one play, there's 4 other plays to make money on. A lot of people are getting into trading now. The best thing about this is that you are quarantined at home and you have no time to do anything else. If you're like me, you've seen every single Netflix show, you've watched Money Heist, you watched Tiger King, you watched Ozark, you watched everything on Pornhub. So now it's time to watch something that's going to teach you how to make money. So if you have any questions about trading, text us at 213-458-5997. It's not a robot, it's not an algo, it's actually Tosh that's going to help you. So yeah, guys, make the most out of this quarantine. Make the most out of being at home because right now you have a head start, right? You have a head start over everyone else. Most of the time you have to go to work. Most of the time you're stuck with your family. Most of the time you have things that occupy you from learning, right? So now for another couple weeks or another month, you're going to be stuck at home. So might as well take advantage of it. Might as well get the head start that you need now because if you spend at least a month studying right now full time, you will cut your learning curve in half, guys, in half. So anyway, that's what I want to kind of mention. But let's get into trading today, right? So every single day, I do my best to stick to my process. And what my process is that what I want to explain is that what my process does for me, it works for my personality, right? My exact process is tweaked a little bit for Bao, is tweaked a little bit for James, is tweaked a little bit for everyone based on their own personalities, right? Because everyone is different, guys. Everyone is a different type of trader. I'm the type of person that wants to get in and out, right? I want to make my money and get the hell out of there because I have the tendency to gamble away my gains after 10:30. And the way I found this out is I was tracking my statistics. I talked to Brett Steenbarger about this stuff. So that's kind of what's been working for me. So what works for me is I walk away at 10:30. I make these videos, I answer questions, I try to work on stuff for MIC and the members. So that's kind of what's been helping me. So every single day, right? Every single day, just based on my personality, I'm looking for the trades that are going to give me the least amount of stress because I want to do the least amount of work, right? I mean, sure, I work my ass off. Sure, I love what I do. But at the end of the day, the least amount of work that I do yields to the least amount of stress. And that to me yields to the most amount of profits. So for me, every day, I'm looking at the easiest setups of the day. I want the setups that people don't give a shit about, right? I want the setups that people don't look at, the steps that people don't care about. So coming into today, right? Coming into today, there was a lot of low float stocks, guys. A lot of low float stocks. And when I say a low float stock, I mean a stock that has a float of like under 2 or 3 million, right? So anytime a stock has a float of under 2 or 3 million, I am immediately scared on the short side, right? Because to me, A stock like that is easily to be manipulated. A company like that, Bao could buy, right? And we have a rule. If Bao could buy the company, you are not allowed to fucking short it. So today there was a bunch of stocks running, guys, a bunch of stocks. There was um, KOSS was a low floater. PECK was a low floater. I think there was one more. It skips my mind, but there were so many low floaters today, and I kept saying, guys, this is not a short. Avoid it, avoid it, avoid it. Oftentimes, oftentimes we get suckered by seeing up 200%, up 300%, up 400%, and we say there's no fucking way these things could go higher, and then they go up 800%, 900%, 1,000%, and then you're fucked, right? So anytime there's a stock that either Bao could buy or the float is under 2 million, I am immediately petrified of it and I don't touch it on the short side. So if you see these things, remember, before you enter a trade, you always have to pre-plan your trades, right? On these low floats, if you see the float is a nano float, a micro float, don't even fucking make a plan on it. Don't even have it on your screens. Let it go on the short side, right? Because back to what I said in the beginning of this video, I am looking for the stocks that are the least amount of work. I don't want to fucking do a lot of work. I don't want to be stressed when I'm trading. I'm already fucking stressed in the real world, man. I don't need trading to stress my shit out more. So enter in SAEX. SAEX is a former runner. I've traded this stock at least 20 times in the past, right? So the way that I like to think of stocks is compared to a girl, right? There's a bunch of different girls in this world, right? And all of them have different types of personalities. So after talking to SAEX 20 times, I know its personality. I know she's the type of stock that as soon as the backside hits, as soon as it fails, it's not coming back, right? And that's because I've traded it so many times in the past. That's because I've traded it. I know its personality, right? I know the type of stock that it is. So today on SAEX, we had 150% gap. It was the very clear hot chick of the day pre-market, right? So every single day, there's going to be a hot chick of the day. There's going to be the hot stock that people are watching, and we don't know which stock is going to be the hot one of the day. So we use clues to find this out, right? So today on SAEX, there was a top at 340 pre-market or 345 pre-market, and it went down to like $3 and kind of hovered around 320. And what ended up happening is this morning, a chat room pumped it up, right? They pumped it up right into pre-market resistance at 345, and then they dumped it, which caused the stock to double top, right? So when the stock double topped, that was the first signal that there was blood in the water, right? We always talk about if you want to short a stock, you want to have confirmation. You want the stock to break down and you want to short bounces on these stocks. So SAEX, when we had these signals of a chat room buying it right into resistance, a double top, right? A double top. We had a death candle, right? As soon as they sold it, it went from like 340 to $3. Death candle. So at this point, I'm telling myself, okay, all of these signals are there, right? This stock has now proved to me that it has confirmed. So what happens next? Now, I look to either short pops on it, right? Short pops using levels like the whole number $3, using levels like the VWAP as my guide for the stock. But the best trade on SAEX came from the death line. So if you look at my watch list in the morning, I mentioned that it is a potential death line setup under $2.60. So the big money trade is always the death line, right? That is one of my favorite setups. It is one of the easiest patterns to recognize as a new trader. Not every stock has a death line. So don't think that just because a stock is up, you're going to find a death line there. A death line is only valid when the stock has gapped up so massively, right? So massively, so early, and it breaks that support, right? We have videos on this. I'm not going to talk too much in detail. But the point that I'm trying to make is this. When SAEX double topped, when SAEX had the death candle, when SAEX broke down, right? It gave me the signals that, okay, this stock is now in trouble. And even when it was touching the death line at $2.60, it was still up 150% on the day. So now we have a stock that is breaking death line. We have a stock that has meat on the bone, right? It has more room to go down. And What we did is, all we did is we just shorted the death line, right? You short the. You guys still see me? Can you give me like a thumbs up or something? I don't know if I'm back. All right, I'm back. Okay, sorry guys. Um, so sorry. Like everyone's like, I guess everyone's home and like the internet shot to hell. So sorry about that. But yeah, the point is, guys, the point is that all we need is one trade a day, right? I mentioned this to the guys in the room, and I'm going to mention it again. Your goal, right? Your goal when you're starting out is just to make 10 cents a share, guys. If you make 10 cents a share on 1,000 shares, you are a winner. So let's go back to today, right? Had you shorted 1,000 shares at $2.60 today on SAEX, that's a $2,600 position, right? Had you shorted 1,000 shares at 260, it's a $2,600 position. The stock immediately, when it broke death line, it went down 10 or 20 cents. You cover and you make $150 and $200 on a $2,600 position, right? If you keep repeating that over and over again, that's going to be your nut, and that's how you're going to make money. Notice on a $2,600 position, right? 1,000 shares, you can make $150 to $200, and then you call it a day. What people don't realize is that you do not need a lot of money to trade, guys. You do not need $1 million account. You do not need a six-figure account, right? And that's what people are kind of confused about too. I made a video on this on Monday, and I guess I'll talk about it again today. Is people think that I trade with like $1 million account. People think that I trade with millions and millions and millions, and the only way that I'm making thousands of dollars a day is because I'm trading fucking millions. The truth is that I trade with a $35,000 account. The reason why I trade with a $35,000 account is because you do not need much money in the stock market, right? If I'm shorting 5,000 shares of a $3 stock, right? That's only $15,000 worth of equity that I'm using, right? So that's like something to keep in mind. And most of the time, I'm not even using 5,000 shares, right? I'm using sometimes less than that. So that's number one. Number two is every time my $35,000 account gets to $50,000, I wire out $15,000 and pay myself. I do this to help with my trader psychology. I do this to make the money feel real. And now people understand that you don't need a shitload of money, guys. You don't need a shitload of money. What Brian does, what Joe does, what Bao does, what a lot of people do is maybe they pull out their profits every Friday, right? If you are not paying yourself for the work that you're putting in, it doesn't feel real. Also, another thing is if your account keeps growing and growing and growing and growing and you don't pull it out, you become sloppy, right? You become overconfident. You say, shit, there's fucking 100K in my trading account. I can lose 10K. Doesn't matter. It's only fucking 10%. But if you have a $35,000 account, you can't afford to lose 10K. You are more precise with your stops. So for me, having a smaller account of $35,000 to me keeps me safe because now I feel like shit, I can't even lose $5,000 because that's gonna fuck up everything, right? That's gonna fuck up my account. So it forces me to be tighter with my stops. It forces me to be tighter with my risk. So for all these people that think you need fucking millions and millions of dollars to trade, if you had the $2,600 account and you shorted 1,000 shares of fucking SAEX, you would have made $150, right? You do that every single day for a month, 2 months, 3 months, and that's how you make money, guys. Everyone always thinks, well, when I first started, I thought the same way, right? When I first started, I thought that the only way to make a shitload of money in the stock market was to size up and to make 50 grand a day, to make 60 grand a day, to make 70 grand a day, and that's the way that you're going to make money. What I've learned now is I make $1,000 to $5,000 a day consistently, working 1 hour a day. I am not stressed, which is leading to me being more happy in my real life, which is leading to me trading better because I don't feel any pressure on myself to perform, guys. Does this all make sense to you guys? Today was a layup day, man. Today was such a layup. It's like if you joined MIC and you watched one Deathline video, you would have been able to recognize the Deathline setup and make back your membership plus more in one day. And that's what people don't understand. You are paying for the education. You are paying to learn, right? My friend Dan is a doctor. He just got his diploma yesterday, right? He got his diploma yesterday for he's gonna be like a surgeon or whatever. So imagine he had to go to school for 10 years, man. 10 years he had to go to school. And you know what his first job out of the hospital is paying him? $3,000 a month, right? So imagine you go to school for 3 years, I mean, for 10 years, and the first job you get is $3,000 a month. Whereas you could learn how to trade in a few months and make more than the highest level doctor or the highest level lawyer. But you have to remember that these people went to school for 10 years. So you going to trading school for 10 days, it's not really going to work, right? So you have to kind of put in the work, right? You have to be able to recognize that this is a long-term business, right? I've been doing this for 6 years now, guys. 6 years, right? And I still feel like I have so much to learn. I still feel like I'm not where I need to be. But every single day that we see setups like the death line, I forgot about what low-hanging fruit. So what was actually another setup that, again, think about it. It was so easy, right? It was so easy that I even forgot to mention it. So Watt was a low-hanging fruit. Watt was a stock that tanked yesterday that was bouncing pre-market today. And if you look at my watch list, I even put out a video watch list for the members today. And my video watch list said, Watt, the levels to short are 270 and $3. The stock went to 270 pre-market, tanked at the open all the way down to like 230, right? So that right there, if you short 1,000 shares at 270, a $2,700 position, right? And you cover at 230, right? You make 400 bucks like that. And that's only with 1,000 shares. Again, guys, your goal is to make 10 cents a share. I see so many people on Twitter. I see so many fucking people say, hey, why aren't you holding for an all-day fader? Don't you know that this stock is going to have an offering? Don't you know that this shit is going to, don't you know that this shit's going to tank? It has this in the filings. It has this. It has that. And I'm like, motherfucker, you greedy fuck. You don't realize that you are sitting there stressed for 8 extra hours trying to make an extra $200 or $300, whereas I'm over here being done with my trading in 1 hour. To me, that extra couple $100 is not worth the extra stress load that happens because that stress is going to pour into the next trading day, guys. People forget that traders are athletes, right? You don't have to be in best physical condition. You don't have to be in looking fucking sexy, but you have to keep your shit together here, man. This quarantine is making a lot of people go crazy, man, including myself. I feel, I mean, I have no problem talking about it, but I feel more alone than ever, right? I feel very lonely because I'm not able to hang out with most of my friends. I haven't seen my family in like fucking 2 or 3 months. Uh, so it's been kind of rough for me, right? I'm not gonna lie. But what's been keeping me busy is that every single day I'm trying to refine myself. Every single day I'm trying to become a better version of myself, so that when this quarantine ends, I could be the best version of myself, guys. Let me kind of let me kind of go through some of these questions. If all this stuff makes sense, guys, can you please leave a like on the video? Watt is now down to 216. Holy shit. What broker do I use? I use Cobra Trading. MIC members get 25% off commissions at Cobra Trading, which essentially makes your MIC membership free. Do I miss trading big again? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I am making more money now trading a tenth of the size and working a tenth of the time. That's it, guys. So, I mean, I want to keep these videos short and sweet. I don't want to kind of bore you guys with nonsense, but do you guys understand the point of what I'm trying to say? It took me years and years and years and years to get to this point, right? So the earlier you start, the more edge you will have. Also, reminder again, today is Tosh's new member webinar, right? So if you are new or if you're on the fence or you don't know if MIC is right for you, come join the webinar, watch the webinar, see what it's like inside MIC, see what a day inside MIC is like. We do this every single day at 2 p.m., guys. I mean, not every single Wednesday at 2 p.m. Yeah, I mean, another stress-free day made $3,600 working 1 hour a day. Now I'm gonna go get some Portuguese food, relax, join the webinar, answer questions, and that's it, guys. Another day of sticking to my process, and it rewarded me. These are the days that I love the most. Bal actually mentioned it, and he's like, dude, today was such a stress-free day that we take it for granted, right? How many times have you made like $100 in a day or $50 in a day, and you said, damn, this is so fucking easy, and then you go and gamble it away because you want to make more money? Oftentimes, the best days or the best trades happen with the least amount of stress. I mean, to me, I don't care how much money I make. I have no idea how much money I make every single month until the end of the month. My goal every single day is to focus on my process to become the best version of Alex that I can be. And even if you're not into trading, the community aspect of MIC is something that is essential to everyone, man. I am a loner. I am a very lonely person that stays to myself. And without the family that we have in MIC, I wouldn't be where I am today. So at the end of the day, guys, remember that your success is a direct correlation of how much work that you put in. Um, I'm definitely not the smartest guy, but you better believe that I'm the fucking hardest working guy out there, man. I'm there fucking 18 hours a day helping members. I'm here. I have no reason to be making a video today. I already made my video for the week, but I love it, guys. I want you guys to understand that the more you do this shit, the more work that you put into yourself, the more you will become a better version of yourself, which will lead to making more money in the market. The market has been so hot, man. Everyone said that a bear market would be crazy and it would suck and no one would be making money. Shit, man, I've been making more money in this bear market in the past 3 months than I made in the last 3 years, right? And that's because I've been studying and educating and learning for all this point to get to this level where I am now to be able to take advantage of these opportunities in the market. The earlier you start, the more edge you'll have. Faye is one of our new members that joined a month ago, right? And she has a full time job, and she's just started trading. And her strategy for joining MIC was she watched all the videos first, right? She educated herself first, and then before you knew it, she went from making 200 a day to 300 a day to 3,000 a day. And I don't know if she wants me to tell anyone, but last month she made around 45 grand, right? So imagine joining and putting in the work. And obviously, not everyone's going to have the same success as her. She's very smart and she's very hardworking. But you guys understand that the earlier you start, the more advantage you have. What other time in American history are you going to be forced at home where the government is giving you a $1,200 check to stay at home, right? That's it, guys. I don't really have anything else to talk about. I mean, I'm just here hanging out. All right, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up. I will see you guys at Tosh's new member webinar at 2 p.m. If you have any questions, remember to text us at 213-458-5997. And that's it, guys. I'm really happy with my trading today. I have nothing else to really make note of. Stuck to my process, stuck to the death line, didn't really deviate, didn't touch the low floats. Oftentimes I used to blow my account on these low float stocks, but now I've created a process, and MIC has helped me create a process to just become a better trader. So that's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you at Tosh's webinar at 2.